Hey, welcome back.
Hey, look, it's Brian.
Me back. I'm back. I feel like I've been gone for years and years. Welcome to Lawfully Chaotic, episode 22 of
I'm sorry,
season
who are you?
4. Exactly.
He looks kind of familiar.
Well, I'm a
I
stand-in.
kind of enjoyed it with just me and Kristen there. I'm not even really sure who you are. So
Don't go.
no, that's fine. It's fine. He
Uh,
can
as,
say
with me,
I do.
as with me always is Jason, the storyteller from TTRPG Academy, and Kristen from Kristen's Epic Adventures.
Woo.
Welcome all. I'm glad to be back. Who was that dragon? Oh, hey.
There was less
Hey.
rants, he says.
It was- No, I'm all refreshed after vacation and no rants. That's a lie.
Isn't it fun coming back from vacation?
Not really.
The worst.
No, not really.
Coming back from vacation sucks.
Although I did more driving this summer and like in the span of a month than I've ever done at one time. Like, so I'm done traveling for the summer. So, how are you guys doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, this should be a good
It
show.
I actually have my first.
There's role-playing games, and there's
I have my first farmers market on Saturday. So
Ooh,
I've been
That's exciting.
I've been working really hard, and I did a round of collecting tomatoes, and I collected I want to say 50 pounds of tomatoes
Whoa.
for the event. I've got I've got a ton of corn to harvest Saturday morning. And the best part is that it's a nighttime farmers market, so
Oh,
it's
that's
not
awesome.
warm. So it's I think it's like 6 to 9 or something like that.
Is that so?
Wow.
Is that so the vampires can attend?
Probably. More
They're
than
gonna be
likely.
selling
It's not in
lots of
California.
garlic.
I mean,
They'll
yeah.
be selling garlic.
Well, no, garlic's not till spring, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it.
So, and then and I got so motivated, I started getting all the fall beds ready for the fall planting
Ooh.
because August is when you start tearing out all your summer stuff that's dying, and you start prepping all your fall beds. And I'm pretty ambitious, I want to at least do a 2-acre fall garden.
After
Yes.
dark farmers market. Yeah, didn't
Yeah.
you see Lost Boys? It's Lost
What
Boys.
really
an episode of
Boys when they're-
Vampire at the farmer's market.
Yeah,
What
it's
really
Lost Boys when
surprised
they're in
me
their
was,
50s. Now that's what they do is they just go to farmers markets.
Yeah, what really surprised me was how good my pumpkin patch did this year. I've got
Ooh.
I had a whole row that I miscounted, so I've got 50 pumpkins that are,
Did you
and they're all good size too. They're
Did you plant the kind for pies or the kind for jack-o'-lanterns?
the kind for pies because people
Ooh,
prefer
nice.
to buy and cook them. And I also planted a weird variety of pumpkin that's designed for cooking too.
Why is he
So
laughing? Why is this so
probably because it's
I
an
find
inside
it
joke,
really
so.
interesting. I don't know.
No, I was just laughing at Matt's comment to keep those slow-moving boomers away. But
oh,
That's very true. It's a good
Anyway,
idea.
so,
and we blind them all with laser pointers because of their cataracts.
right? Announcements. Let's do some announcements. Kristen, what do you got going on? You just went to Gen Con, didn't you?
I did. You missed that, Brian. That was last week's episode.
I know. I drove past there. I waved, but nobody saw me.
Well, last week we talked about all the stuff I got at Gen Con. It's sitting right over there. I got 7 new RPGs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we get a new
Yeah,
weekly
farming
stream?
stream. That would be. I would watch that. You can just
It's
get get one of those GoPros and attach it to your shirt.
Nobody wants to see a sweaty, bloated whale at work. It's not fun.
Point it out at the
I
crops. so we
picture
can
like
see what
Bob
you're doing.
Ross, but farming, and over here some corn.
And
Some
over,
It's a
Over
happy
corn.
little corn.
over here, you have to gently caress each individual grain of dirt so that you
Right.
can give it the positivity required for
Can you
producing.
water it? Water it
food.
very well.
All right. Well, then we won't go through since you discussed Gen Con. We won't go. We can talk about that.
We did.
Oh,
That was
thank
last
God.
week.
Safe for work.
I moved on to PAX Unplugged. you know.
Okay. Let's see. What is? Oh, I do have one announcement. Well, a few.
Oh,
A kind of
okay.
announcement show and
What's
tell.
that?
Did you get your 10th anniversary gigantic chonky D12 Hope and Fear dice from Critical
I-
Role?
I did not.
Yeah,
I see you
they're
did.
friggin- I did.
Did they send those to you, or did you buy them?
I bought them.
Nice.
But you know what? They sent them to me right away. It didn't take 4 years to get them.
Oh boy!
There we go. Well, it's not like they're supposed to light up or anything.
Exactly. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're freaking huge. But
don't egg them on, Andy. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going there. No, I didn't. The answer is no, I didn't. But Kristen tells me, you see, you open up the fucking
don't do it. Don't do it. We talked about it last week.
Kristen told me they were at Gen Con.
I told him off the air so that we wouldn't talk about it on the air.
Yeah, it doesn't work though.
I was not going to bring it up. It is Andy's fault this time. Thank you very much.
Brian is like an Amish housewife. He just can't stop from gossiping. He's got to
accountability for your own actions.
I would accept like a Jewish yenta or something if you're talking about.
No, that's way too much on the nose. Amish housewife made you think. I prefer that.
How many Kickstarter projects am I waiting on? Probably about 3.
That's not bad.
But anyway, also, whoops, I forgot to do this. Also,
what else you got?
Share my screen here.
Oh, fancy.
Also, did you check out Solar Gardens release at Gen Con?
I did not, because I don't really play board games anymore. I just played.
Well, this is.
What'd you do on that? Did you do something on it?
So, I did everything on it, mostly.
You did?
Not the illustrations. So, the cover illustration and all the chip. I did the design. I put it all together.
Did you do the logo?
I did the logo. I did the
design of the game. What?
I did not design the game.
Okay.
But all of this.
Well, I don't mean the rules, but did you design the cards and the board and?
So again, all of the illustration work was done by an illustrator, but all of the design work. I did the layout. I did design the board. I did design this player aid thing here.
I did watch a Critical Role stream of Zach the Bold playing that.
Right there.
That's pretty cool.
There we go. Look at it.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool game.
Nice. See, that was Zach the Bold right there. I just saw him. He's hilarious. Go down a little bit. Keep going. Stop. Back up a little bit. Right there in the middle. There's Zach the Bold.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Zach the Bold.
Hilarious. Zach the Bold. His name is Zachary.
Oh, Bold. I thought you said Zach the Bold.
No, the Bold.
So anyway, Solar Gardens dropped. It's a pretty cool game, so check that out. They're sending me a copy.
Oh, awesome.
That's about it.
Is amazing. Zach has only come onto the scene in the last year and a half, and his channels have completely blown up in the last year and a half because he is hilarious.
Oh yeah,
and they had him on to do an actual play of, I don't remember if they were playing D&D or Daggerheart, and then they had him on to play Solar Gardens.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
cool. I'm not familiar with him, so
our Monday night table. Our Monday night table started a new campaign. Nice. The 47 group kicked off the Taldori Pirate campaign. So it's called the Reign of the Red Sea, Adventures in Exandria.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and we introduced a lot of new homebrew.
Nice.
We got rid of spell slots, so we no longer have spell slots. And there's nothing like watching.
Is this your in-studio group?
No, my pay-to-play table, 4 to 7 o'clock. Because we had wrapped up a 2-year campaign and then took 3 weeks off to prepare for the next one. And they wanted to, they really wanted a pure open world pirate game. And we came up with some fun homebrew stuff, and we stole some stuff. I stole Shadow Dark's spellcasting method. So we got rid of spell slots. And I got to tell you, watching a low-level caster cast Hands of Hadar, 3 times in a row. It's pretty cool.
A little chaotic.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I don't care that much about Shadow Dark otherwise, other than I feel like they really
steal from it.
Yeah. I mean, I think their reinvention of the magic system is perfect. Get rid of spell slots. It's always been a plague, in my opinion. You know, because really Shadow Dark is just first edition D&D. It's blue box, red box D&D is all it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same game. I played that for 10 years when I was 9 years old. You know, I played that forever, and you know, I don't need to play it anymore. So it's like, but you know, when I read the rules and I read the spell casting method, I was like, oh yeah, we should totally do this for this campaign. And they're loving it so far. And I you know, and every single player has a little bit of caster in them. You know, they've all taken enough magic to make it kind of worth the while now. And I think that was the point. I also made potions a free action. So potions no longer require an action point because we use the 4 AP system in the Monday night game. If you do use an action point to take a healing potion, you get the full amount of the heal. So you know,
if you savor it, like
if you savor it, yeah. So you know, we just decided we wanted to make everything more fast paced, more narrative, and make it more about the play.
You are a very generous GM. I will say that.
I don't understand why that is even relevant, to be honest with you. I mean, what's the point of being a mean GM?
I don't mean mean. I'm not saying mean. I'm just saying you're very generous in terms of speeding up the game for players and streamlining the game.
Yeah, I mean, I want players to have fun.
You can really like have fun with your character.
I ran another how-to Daggerheart adventure, which was kind of fun. I'm doing another one next week as well.
You can invite me to one of those.
Well, they're full tables, so they're like with full groups already. I'll have to stand one up to yeah. Well, you know, I don't know what to tell you.
I'll run it for you, Brian. It's okay.
Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome.
And then my application for Strategicon got approved. I got the email.
Yay!
Oh, nice. Awesome. When is that?
The last Saturday of August, I believe, which is Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
I think Labor Day weekend. I will be there all day Saturday teaching teaching Daggerheart at the LA Strategicon. So that'll be a lot of fun. So
I think that's also the weekend of Dragon Con. I think
it is Florida. Yeah, like Labor Day weekend is always a really popular weekend for events because you know people get 3 day get a 3 day weekend.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I assume we're not playing on Sunday that weekend then, right?
No, we'll play because it's a Saturday that I'm there. I'm not staying the whole weekend. I'm just going for
a day. I'm probably not going to be able to play.
That's okay. I'll just do another Daggerheart with the other 3.
I'm torn because I'm glad that I'm not missing.
You can't win, Brian. You just can't win.
I want to play Daggerheart. I know. It's my own fault.
Play. It's okay.
I've now run 20 sessions of Daggerheart, so it's been.
I'm glad that you brought up homebrew.
Before you do that, Kristen, do you have any announcements for?
Oh no,
coming up? No,
I don't. I'm still just. I'm recuperating. I'm still recuperating from Gen Con. I
thought Gen Con was the announcement, so my apologies.
No, that's fine.
No, that was just her regurts.
Yes, making
regurts.
Cranking out the YouTube videos, making the TikToks.
Yeah, I sat there. I think I watched not the current one, but I think the previous one because I usually try to leave comments whenever I'm writing and I'm writing. Yeah, I think you replied to it already too. So
I try to reply to everything ASAP. Algorithm.
Yeah, I need to start watching your videos. That is, I am remiss in that too.
You know what? You know what you can do for me? When you have something else to do, when you have anything
finish
else
your logo,
you got to do, just
finish your branding.
No, you just go into one of my playlists, throw it on, put it on 2 times speed, and mute it, and just let it go, and I'll get all the views. You don't even really have to watch it.
I can absolutely game the system for you. I have no problem doing that. Andy, that's another thing is I haven't picked up a paintbrush in like a month and a half either. It's
painting.
Anyway,
let's go painting stream.
I know.
I was going to ask all my 3D printing questions.
Oh,
remember? I said next time we'll have 3D printing questions. Right?
All right. Well, you know what? Okay. Maybe Monday. I think next Monday. Let's do that. Andy, are you around next Monday? The problem is when I get on with Andy, I don't get any fucking painting done because we're shooting the shit all the time. The whole time. But all right, let's see about Monday. Andy, if you're around Monday, maybe we can do it then. No, so I'm glad that you brought up Blades in the Dark and still pulling, different homebrew. Everything's a mishmash, and I know we've been talking about a lot of the new games coming out and new systems. Grimoires, Grimoires in the Dark, which I still think is. Have you talked to Josh lately?
Grimoires the Unseen.
The Unseen. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I talked to him maybe about a month ago. I think.
Oh.
I know he's trying to put everything into finality. He's trying to get it all done. So
okay.
Yeah,
that's a really awesome system. Obviously, there's Daggerheart.
The character building system in Grimoires the Unseen was pretty impressive. It was a lot of fun. You could build any permutation of a character that you wanted, and it definitely had a Cthulhu vibe, but with a DC-20 system and a little bit of a madness system. And it had resource management. Some of the combat was a little too crunchy that I didn't really feel like playing. Like there were aspects of the combat I wasn't thrilled with, but once people got used to the no initiative and the simultaneous method of the combat, that flowed pretty well as well.
Yeah, I'm interested. It seems like a lot of games are kind of utilizing aspects of other games, and everybody's kind of mixing it up, trying to find the perfect formula. Right. I wasn't really aware. So I know that Matt Colville, MCDM,
Draw Steel.
His game, Draw Steel.
Oh my God, what a horrible game.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Okay. Have you Wait a second.
I know nothing about it. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Jason? Have you played it?
I've read the book, and I've watched some people try to play it. I'm sorry, I'm just not a 4th edition fan. It plays just like 4th edition.
Now that's okay, and that's interesting because I'm glad that you read the book because I was not familiar with it. I happened to see D&D Shorts do a quick review of it. Yeah, that was one of the ones I watched. 3 miles. Draw Steel called 6E. I completely and utterly disagree with that. First of all, so he made, among many other things, and Kristen, I was completely unaware of it too, but among many other points that D&D Shorts made was that there's been like no promotion for this at all.
I think other than just him talking about it on his own stream.
Well, I mean, let's be clear. It was a huge Kickstarter success. It was a big Kickstarter success.
Yeah, right.
But usually I'll get like ads in my Facebook feed for like Kickstarters or on Instagram.
Cole, I think one of the things that I did appreciate about the way Draw Steel came out and the way it worked, once again, Kickstarter solves the problem. I mean, there's not really a need for a big ad campaign. When you set a decent record for sales in Kickstarter, you're targeting your audience. You're already getting the people that you want to buy the game. It's kind of like Cosmere, right? I've been reading the Cosmere books for the Cosmere RPG, and
I think my friend is playing that tonight, like right now, because she was like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "No, I'm on the podcast."
But once again, I mean, that set a record. It was like 15 million and a half, like $15 million and a half dollars. So like it made a ton of money.
Yeah, it did.
But once again, there's not a big ad campaign out there for the Cosmere RPG. There's not a huge rollout campaign. It kind of silently dropped. It was suddenly available for pre-order.
I guess.
So on Kickstarter, though, you can follow people on Kickstarter.
Absolutely.
And maybe they just follow their favorite people and then get notified via email.
Yeah,
Jason, I guess you're right. If you have a successful Kickstarter, that's the that's your promotion. Or
I mean, and it kind of makes sense. I mean,
I just thought that was a little bit weird, but and now granted, I haven't read it. Okay, I've just gone on to the.
Are you talking about Draw Steel or Cosmere?
I'm talking about Draw Steel. I've just gone on, to the website just to kind of really take a quick look at it. Where am I here? God
damn it, Brian.
What? Man.
You are a hot mess, dude.
Why? Why is he a hot mess?
He keeps doing screen switches, and I have to
Oh.
bring down the media panel.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, he won't bring it down. He'll forget.
I first looked at it, and I'm like, the pricing seems a little high, but, and I'm not ripping on the game, okay?
Why?
But-
I can't read it from here. It's too tiny.
So the core bundle of two hardcover books and PDF is $135. Now,
two
the core
PDFs?
book-
Books and
No.
PDFs.
yeah,
Yeah,
books
yeah.
and PDF.
So two
Now
books
it is
and
a 400-page book. Okay, so you're getting a lot.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of art in it, which was one of the points that he made. So it is very, very
It's text heavy, very text heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
You know, the PDFs are two PDFs are $70. To me, that's kind of pricey.
Hmm.
You know, I
Well,
know.
$35 for one.
you know, I've got some comments on the overall design, but I'm not even going to go there. That's just me being nitpicky. It looks very
Mhm.
80s-ish. I don't. If it was on
Oh.
purpose,
Maybe.
who knows? If not, it's just weird design. But that's just.
Yeah, 3 miles. We'll probably talk about that in a minute.
I'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But- okay, so my point, where I want to get is just the basic. I don't know about the mechanics. It seems very like, for a 400-page book, the core mechanics seem very underwhelming to me. So it's still a 20-point scale, but you roll 2 d10s instead of a d20.
Okay.
Just which is weird. And there's like a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 result.
Well,
11 or less.
I had read about that for Daggerheart. The reason, like, they switched to 2 dice. I know it goes up to 24 instead of 20, but switching to 2 dice, it changes like the bell curve of where.
Yeah, absolutely
mathematically
right.
of where
Yeah, so
these
you're closer to
results
the
come out.
middle.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is 11 or less is a tier 1 result. 12 to whatever, 17, 18 is tier 2, and then a 19, 20 is a crit. You add some skill points, you know, on top of that. If you have them, you add this. It seems very weird to me to like.
Well, then you throw in complications, right? There's the complications table.
I get that, but like, it seems like. I don't know. It seems like it's like, okay, so I just have to roll like higher than an 11 every time. Like, I don't know. It takes like the DC system and it seems to like make it stupid.
That's very intelligently presented, Brian.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm still on vacation break.
I mean, the only two major drawbacks.
All I'll say is it seemed like a mishmash of a bunch of different rules that he liked put together that didn't really seem cohesive. If that's fair to say without having actually
old
like 4E.
D&D.
Yeah, it's 4E. It's 4E all over again. You know, it's crunch. It's kind of weird cross habitation of tables. But for me, one of the things that it really misses the point is the real successful games that have been coming out are a single book. You know, Shadow Dark was super successful because it was a single book. You know, Daggerheart is successful because it's a single book.
Well, and a lot of people are moving towards narrative stories, and then funny enough, he went crunchier. But I mean, there's something out there for everybody. So,
but to be fair, and you know, I have no problem with crunch. You know, I prefer hybrid narrative on top of a crunchy system. But it doesn't bother me that it's 2 books because one is a monster manual. I'm still okay with. I don't want what should be a whole monster manual crammed into my player's handbook because chances are it's either going to be an 800-page encyclopedia or it's going to be 20 monsters instead of 120.
Right.
So
Couldn't disagree more. Couldn't disagree more.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't like books to begin with.
Well, no, it's just Daggerheart solved my main problem, which is I homebrew all the monsters. So the monster manual is useless to me. Like, it doesn't do
I know, Jason, but like, you are the outlier, not a lot of people.
I don't think that's true. I don't think I'm that much of an outlier.
Personally, as a player, if you put the monsters in one book, I'm going to go look at them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what's the point? You know, It's like I don't want the players to know what the monsters are and what they're capable of. So it's like I want them to feel challenged.
In the player's handbook, you're definitely gonna. Is that what you're saying, Kristen?
What?
When you said if you put the monsters in one book, meaning with the rules.
Yeah. I'll peek at them.
Exactly.
Even if I'm not supposed to. Like if I was just gonna play Daggerheart and I bought the Daggerheart book, I would definitely be reading.
Yeah, the only thing I did with the Daggerheart monsters
they should put monsters in the DM's guide.
The only thing I did with the Daggerheart piece was I copied their template for the adversaries template, and that's it. I don't think I've cracked a single page on their adversaries. I just took the template and I built my own. I built a little PDF document for it, and I go into my, my software.
Have you watched any of that Mike Underwood stuff I mentioned?
Yeah,
he's pretty good, and he did a whole thing the other day on like building your own adversaries and stuff.
I think I like one book. You're probably right. I'm probably a little bit of an outlier on there, but I love the fact that it's one affordable book. And if you're really good at home brewing and if you're really good at managing a table, one book is just so much easier for me. And honestly, I'm falling in love with demo playing again. I'm liking the Daggerheart. One of the things me and Kristen mentioned last week, they hit 500,000 character creations.
Yeah.
Nice. I actually did subscribe because of Daggerheart. I did pay. I bought a subscription to Demi Plane.
Oh, nice.
And I bought the content on the digital content also.
I want to bring up something really cool that I bought recently.
Well, hold on. Let me just close this out. Because it's I don't know. Again, this is based on one review.
I can tell that you're very underwhelmed by it.
Basically, yeah. I'm not going to spend the money on it. I don't have a problem with. I agree with you on the one book thing in terms of player and GM. That should all be one.
Yeah.
You know, the whole
all the new stuff I bought at Gen Con was all one book.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm okay with a separate monster encyclopedia.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
So anyway, I was just my first. Oh my God, I really got to get my brain back on track after vacation. My first impression of the game is it's very with all the new stuff coming out, very underwhelmed. Yeah, the lack of resource managing I thought was interesting. That was a clear kind of like verb. That was a clear message. I'm not going to do resource management in the and that's
system.
Like
that's not the direction that most games going right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
like everything is just more of like a murder hobo kind of thing, like just run around and kill stuff, and there's no resources to spend on stuff.
I wouldn't say that, but I don't know.
Do you have special abilities then?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a standard character creation trope. The draw steal is still very standard. They just use a lot of cross table referencing to solve things. And they use a complication table to enhance the heroic nature of something. But there's no like spend grit or spend stamina or spend this or spend that or spend this, that kind of resource management's become very popular with players. They love it. Yeah, because it's the most fun way to play your character. It gives you something to do other than, is it my turn and I get to roll dice? So I don't know. Yeah, and I think he kept initiative too. I think initiative is still in his system, normal initiative. And the more I play Daggerheart, the more I kind of want to do the same thing with D&D and get rid of initiative. Yeah. Well, Gary's game, I'm playing tomorrow night. Matt and I are playing tomorrow in Gary's game, and he kind of homebrewed initiative or pulled it from somewhere where we all roll, and whoever rolls higher than the enemies kind of gets a surprise round, a free action, if you will. Then the enemies go, and then the rest of the players go, and then after that first turn, it's by group. So all the players go, all the enemies go.
I see. My Dragonbane. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, within that, you can start to get some of that cooperative play going by saying, okay, you do this first, then I'll do this, and then I'll do this. So it's kind of it reintroduces good meta. That's one thing about Daggerheart I love. It reintroduces the idea of good meta, and I absolutely
freaking love that.
Yeah. I mean, my first introduction to that was playing the 4 AP system in your game, where it's like, oh my god, we can actually like work together as a team now, and I definitely think that is positive direction for RPG. So anyway, Kristen, you were gonna.
Oh, I was just gonna say my Dragonbane game uses cards for initiative, which I'm not really sure if I like or not. I mean, I suppose it's the same as rolling dice, but you just draw a card.
Yeah,
you have a deck of cards, and
it's the theory of chance, right? It's the theory of chance. It's just
But one of the things you can do on your turn, if you want, is to swap initiative slots with an ally. If you're like, if your turn is going to come up, but somebody lower down the list could do something better in that moment.
It's interesting because there's character classes in the 2024 rules for D&D that have that in their subclass feats now.
Oh, really? Swapping
where you can swap.
And there are the alert feat allows you to do that.
They changed that.
Vaesen had that also, but it's because they're both free league. Games. It's a free league thing.
I've been thinking. I've been I'm doing another Daggerheart session tomorrow. Next Tuesday, and potentially one tomorrow as well. I just haven't gotten it confirmed yet. But people, once they have that first initiative go, they really like it. And so I've been struggling with the thought process of how do you fit that initiative method into D&D when D&D is such a structured framework for the most part. We've been successful with the 4 AP system because really 4 AP just lets the characters do more. They get a greater resource of things to do because of the 4 AP system. And it also makes casters more, I think, more significant and more valuable to the party as well. But, it's interesting because the reason why that initiative system works in Daggerheart so well is because the way the Hope Fear system works in general within the combat dynamic and that back and forth. And there's not really a resource to manage that initiative system in D&D. The old way of initiative was everybody, like, I could remember when I'd have 12 orcs fighting a group, fighting a party, and every orc had its own initiative. And back in those days, it was a slog, and then finally I was like, I think I was like on my 15th year of playing, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this. We're just going to do team initiatives. You guys roll your singles, and then my group of monsters are going to roll for a single initiative because they're already outweighed by the fact that the heroes have so much more they can do anyways. So it's like for the bad guys to be all able to go on the same initiative just makes more sense for the balance of the game.
I'll split it up sometimes by monster type or obviously, bosses.
Like bosses versus minions.
Yeah, but I'm not rolling
stuff like that.
14 different skeletons.
No, I usually did by type as well.
Yeah, it was a lot easier.
Let's field that question about CR4.
Before Critical Role 4, I picked up the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah. What?
If you get a chance, go to humblebundle.com.
Oh, no. Don't tell me they're doing another good bundle. I'm such a sucker for those.
They're doing the Ennies bundle. So
are they?
A bunch of the award winners from Ennies are in the bundle.
Oh no!
There's it's really good. It's 27. It's 27 PDFs, and it's only $25. So it's an absolute fucking bargain.
Because if I go there, it wants to show me like.
Well, here I'll send you the. Let me send you the direct link. Because the direct link is where are you? You're in the creator channel, right? Creator space?
I am.
Where is it?
Oh, I do have my Discord open right now, actually.
Where is the creator?
So what's the bundle?
Hold on, I'm trying to find. Why can I not find something on my fucking Discord? What the hell? There it is, Creator Corner.
Way down the bottom.
Yeah, Creator Corner. There, I dropped the direct link down there. That'll take you to the right one, not the horrible one that Brian's on right now. That one just gets you lost. You're just on the. It takes you forever to find it. It's not an overly intuitive linking system, to say the least.
My computer.
But oh my god, I've been having so much fun. So Pathfinder Player Core is in the bundle. Delta Green.
I see Delta Green.
Vampire the Masquerade Ald Sanguan is in it.
Oh, I have that one. I think that one's free.
Blade Runner RPG Core Rulebook is in it. Nice. The Dragon Age Core Rulebook is in it.
Oh, Bluebeard's Bride was at Gen Con. There was a bunch of games in that.
Yep. There's a bunch of Dungeon Crawl reprint classics that are in it.
Oh, so
there's multiple Delta Greens that are in it.
Impossible Landscapes is in there?
Yep. Time Watch, Strange is in there. Mutant Masterminds, The One Ring, Lord of the Ring, One Ring Core Rules is in there as well. Where's the other one?
That's a good bundle. That's a good bundle.
Freeport, which is Best Adventure for 20th Anniversary Edition. That one I'm going to have a lot of fun with because I've been wanting to really. I'm probably going to integrate it into my current Monday game and just change the name from Freeport to Amon and run it that way. Forbidden Lands core game is in there. The Iron Crypt of the Heretics, one of my favorite classic dungeon crawls. So yeah, it was a real bargain. I mean, it's basically less than $1 for each of these, and it was just
I've had
genius.
a core rule book for the Strange in my Amazon cart for a while.
Well, there you go.
Right?
How much is it?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a hardcover book, so
it's more than $1.
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably like $40 or something, 40 or 50.
I mean, I definitely want to talk about CR4.
Brennan Lee Mulligan running CR4. Matt Mercer playing.
I'm actually more inclined to watch because Matt's playing. I honestly am not a Brendan fan for a DM, but I am excited to see how Matt plays.
I'm not either, and again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and I'll watch it, but there's something about him that rubs me the wrong way, and I, honest to God, can't put my finger on it.
He's young, he's good looking, he's talented. I mean, I could keep going.
I'm good. Yeah, and it's not just Matt Mercer's not DM. It's just it's something about Brendan Lee Mulligan.
I have tried to watch numerous.
That's really the crux of it for us, is that they didn't ask me to DM. Yeah.
Makes you feel better. They didn't ask me either.
What's your take?
Well, I've tried to watch a few things like Dimension 20 or whatever, and I was like, everybody really loves this show, and it's another show with tons of episodes I could binge, and I'm sure it'll be great, and blah blah blah. And I start watching, and I don't know, I just lose interest and don't get very far.
I feel like it's a little bit too forced overall.
You know,
it just feels
like it doesn't seem like friends hanging out playing a game.
No, not at all. No, it just feels a little more performative, I think.
I think my struggle with Brendan Lee has been more about his DM style. I actually like some of his I love his college humor stuff that he does. I find that to be hysterical and intentional, and his comedy is funny. I like his comedy.
Like I said, I can't put my finger on it, and I don't dislike him.
I can put my finger on it. It's his exposition. He spends a lot more time than Matt does being, expositioning, his narrative. Matt is very prideful of the fact he doesn't do that hardly at all.
When you say expositioning, what do you mean by that?
He talks too much. He does too much narrative. He's not letting the players do anything. And he talks fast. Like he should slow that roll down. He talks too fast. He's too over animated. Matt is very intentional. He's very paced. And he only talks when he wants to because he thinks it's important. He'd rather let the players do the majority of the talking. And I've been that way my whole life when it comes to D&D. It's always been my draw towards D&D, is watching how creative the players are and what they do and helping them find their creativity. So when I watched the Exandria series and the couple times that I think Brendan was involved, you know, I didn't finish watching the Exandria series.
Yeah, I think I started it and I didn't finish it because
I guess it's part of the Matt Mercer effect. I don't know. I mean, to me, the Matt Mercer effect is making D&D popular again. That to me is the Matt Mercer effect. Some people would call it the voice.
For many people, the Matt Mercer effect is nobody else is Matt Mercer. Which is both awesome and sucks if you're Matt Mercer.
Yeah. But I mean, when Matt was playing a character in season 1 of Exandria, it was, in season 1 of the Exandria series, he was fun to watch as a player. And that's it's not easy. It's not easy for GMs to be players. I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy for us to be players when we're the forever GM. Because
I'm very excited to see him as a player. But yeah, like I said, this is, I'm going to give Brandon the benefit of the doubt. I will watch it so I can form an informed opinion instead of just he bugs me and I don't know why.
What I'd love to hear from you guys is the trailer that they played was not very specific at all.
No.
It was, it referred a new world.
Well, I think they're trying to keep a little bit of mystery on whether it's still going to be D&D or whether it'll be Daggerheart. I'm thinking it's going to be Daggerheart.
Yeah, that's what we think.
Not a whole lead up Umbria as like a test run. It would be stupid
at this point to play someone else's game instead of promote their own.
It would be,
silly. That'd be crazy. My friend went to the live show at Critical Role at Gen Con, the one they just had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she sat in like the 5th row, and she was super excited. It was the first time she went to one of their live shows, and she loved it. But she did say it was interesting. She said like Matt was in the middle, and then there were like I don't know if it was 3 or 4 players on one side and 3 or 4 on the other. And she's like, she did say that for some reason because they were playing Daggerheart. She said the combat dragged on way too long for some reason. And
was Matt DMing?
Yeah. And it was like, she said one combat went on for like over an hour and a half, and she was starting to get bored like watching more combat. And then for some reason she said, some reason she said only one half, even though they were all in the combat, she's like only one half of the table seemed to be like actually doing anything. For some reason, like the other 4 people that were on the other side like barely did anything the whole time. And she was like, what is going on? I wanted to watch all these people participate.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, she did say she had a good time.
I mean, there's been some rumblings that, that maybe Matt just needs a break, which
I'm sure.
And I think
I wouldn't know anything about that.
And there may also I don't know how you fucking do it still, but and I think there's also maybe been some rumblings that campaign 3 season 3 was not received quite as well as season as Machina or Mighty 9. And he really takes that stuff to heart.
Sure.
And it affects him. So I think it's probably a well-deserved break for him.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I'm super excited to watch it.
I mean, it's a very interesting. I mean, it's like it's like in the Critical Role world, it's fucking earth-shattering news. Like, oh my god, Matt Mercer's not DMing anymore for a whole campaign.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see, but
well, I think I that's an interesting take that you did, Kristen, there on your friend who went and saw the live play at Gen Con. The initiative challenge that's been a problem. That's been, if you have a large table, it's hard to get the whole table to play. Sometimes
they didn't experience that though in Age of Umbra. It didn't seem though. I mean, I think the group was a little smaller.
But again,
the characters came in and out. I don't know.
Who was at the table at Gen Con playing?
Everybody and Robbie. I think it was the normal cast.
Oh,
and plus Robbie. I think so. Maybe there was maybe it was just too many
of
them.
He's kind of a regular, and I consider Robbie a regular.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah.
I love him.
He is awesome. But yeah, she was like, I'm just surprised it's an hour and a half, been an hour and a half, and we're still watching the same combat, and like half of the table is just not really doing much. But I don't know, whatever.
It's if there is one thing that watching Critical Role over the years has taught me is that it's funny because as a player, me personally, I mean, I love role playing and I love narrative and all that stuff. I've said it before, like some of my best sessions have been 3 hours of shopping.
Right. Yeah.
But also as a player, it's like, okay, we get to roll dice now, so combat is awesome. But when you're watching role-playing games, combat gets fucking boring really fast.
It does. If you're not playing in it, it can. Yeah.
So it's so funny. I skip to those parts. I skip to those parts.
Oh yeah, no, I put them on fast.
You're fucking Enigma all across the board. You are the anti-person.
But I'm like every time
can be like 5 hours, and sometimes their combats will be like 2.5 hours. So
yeah,
I never been to one before, so maybe she didn't.
I love watching the mechanics. I love the data. I love the activity of the mechanics and how they resolve.
Yeah, absolutely. But after the first half an hour, it's like, as a viewer, you're much less engaged.
To be fair, I'm more of a listener than a viewer. So it's easier for me to get to the point where I'm listening to them do combat while I'm writing or doing something. I'm also one of those people that I'm a good multitasker. Like I'm a really good multitasker. That's one of my skill sets that I've curated over many years.
Roll or watch something I haven't seen on TV.
I'll be writing campaign content.
Listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I'll be writing campaign content, watching one of Kristen's videos, and then I've got another tab. I've got another tab open where I'm listening in on the mechanics of either Daggerheart or the mechanics of a D&D session that's happening. I may even have another tab open where I'm, listening to one of my own recaps that I do so I can get better at my recaps.
That might be called schizophrenic because I don't think the human brain works that way.
Well, you can train it to work that way. And that's the thing about being a good multitasker.
When I do that. I can't absorb when I do that.
But it's also a byproduct of my OCD as well. And being a byproduct of my today, my OCD.
Jason, I think we can finally get you to come out, and the secret is over. It's not OCD; it's your programming. Jason is an android.
He's an android. That makes so much more sense.
I'm offended by that because there's a real android out there called Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm way more emotional than he is.
Except Cyborg.
I'm a synth. I'm a synth from the Alien series. That makes me feel better. Yeah, Alien Earth, baby. Anybody watching it?
I did.
Oh, what's it on?
It's on Hulu.
FX.
Oh,
Hulu,
I don't
FX.
have that at the moment.
Do you have Disney?
No.
Okay.
I only have Netflix at the moment.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go down this. I'm gonna go down this tangent for a little bit because I love the yes.
Right.
And no.
Yeah. Oh, yes and no.
I love the Alien franchise. I don't know if I've told this story, and I won't tell it now because it's too long. But I remember as a kid, Alien came out in 1977. Mm-hmm. I was 7 years old, and I saw the trailers, and it scared the living fuck out of me.
Well, yeah, 7-year-olds should not be watching that movie.
No, the trailer.
I was 7 too. I remember I was 7.
I was 4.
I will never forget. I had this friend of mine who was like, the older kid. I think he was 9, right? And he was super creative, really a fantastic artist. He used to design his own little kind of games with like still Star Wars games with AT-ATs and walkers, and he recreated the Hoth battle. And I remember this like it was fucking yesterday. We're sitting outside. It was a bright sunny day. We're sitting outside in his yard on the front grass. I remember the texture of the grass, and his parents let him watch whatever movies he wanted. He saw Alien, and he was explaining it to me and a couple other of our friends. And his description combined with what I saw in the trailer, his description was so vivid that it scared the living fuck out of me for 40 years.
I bet it
No
did.
joke. I maybe not 40 years, but I've had alien dreams most of my life, and they have been the scariest fucking dreams.
Right?
I never saw Alien until after I saw Aliens, because that's more of an action movie, so it was easier to get into it. Then I went back and saw Alien still scared the shit out of me. My problem with the Alien franchise is they fucked it up repeatedly. Here is an IP, a franchise, film franchise that you could literally write an unlimited number of stories for, because the main character is a special effect. And what do they keep doing? They keep focusing on the actors, and they brought Sigourney Weaver back 3 fucking times with this stupid cloning shit.
They got too deep in the lore. They let the lore kind of take over.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Weyland Yutani is very cool, but it's like, I don't know. You know, it's carte blanche to, like I said, write 1 million fucking sequels, and they still managed to fuck it up. Alien Romulus, which was their last one.
Oh, yeah.
Which
was that any good?
No, it was absolute fucking garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't.
Wait, the most recent Alien? You didn't like that one?
Romulus?
That's the most recent one, right?
It was pretty good up until the end, and then the end was so fucking bad it ruined the whole movie for me. And I paid the buy price to stream it because I couldn't wait to watch it. And
I loved it. I thought it was a great prequel.
Oh my god!
I think it did a great job
Don't
being
spoil it for me. I haven't seen it yet.
Bullshit at the end. They did that with Alien 4 also, and it's fucking dumb and whatever. But anyway, so back to Alien Earth. He's shaking his head. Back to Alien Earth. So they dropped the first 2 episodes, and then it's weekly. And I watched them both. I watched 45 minutes of the first one, and I had to go out to meet some friends who were in from out of town. And they asked me about it, and I'm like, I honestly don't know yet. It could go either way, but I do know.
Best series ever invented. It's amazing.
I do know that I can't wait to get back to finish watching it.
Have you noticed Have you noticed any of the Easter eggs at all?
Oh, I'm really bad at that.
Maybe not, unless you tell me.
If you listen to the music in the credits.
Oh yeah.
It's all from fucking the animated Heavy Metal. It's all the music from Heavy Metal.
From Heavy Metal.
And then there's inter Easter eggs going on with music as well. The music is fucking the bomb.
The music is awesome.
So good.
The
characters are great.
I'm not going to spoil it at all. What I will say is, the characters are awesome. The story so far seems
it's a
really
reboot,
plausible.
right? You know it's a reboot.
A reboot of the Alien.
Yeah, it's a reboot of the franchise. Yeah, it's a reboot.
I didn't know that.
If you go out there, Timothy Oliphant does a great interview about how people need to kind of come to terms with what reboots are and what their purpose is. And I agree with him.
I think studios fuck up a good thing like Marvel. Hello.
Well, no, I mean, I think reboots have a lot of opportunity to integrate new culture into the storytelling. If you're a boomer, you're never gonna like it.
More often than not, a reboot is we fucked this up so bad and dug ourselves into a hole that we have to fix it. And it's the only way. Star
Trek is definitely not one of those.
Star Trek is an exception, huge exception. But look what's going on with Marvel. The whole multiverse thing, which is the laziest fucking excuse for writing ever, even more than time travel. I mean, and now they fucked it up so bad they got to reboot the whole goddamn thing.
One of the things I love about Alien Earth that they do really well is they introduce new aliens, and I love it. These new creatures,
that is very cool.
Because they're genetic experiments. They're so cool.
Yeah, the premise so far is awesome, and I cannot wait for the next episode. And again, I'm not going to spoil it. No spoilers, but
no spoilers.
It's hard to say this without spoilers. I can see the potential for the story becoming really fucking dumb. And if you watch it, we can discuss why.
No, I think you're looking for something. I think when people fuck with your favorite franchises, you're kind of just looking for that breadcrumb.
No, I'm not. I went into this hoping like this is the
you call it hope. You call it hope, but I think it's actually something else.
No.
Well,
I said the potential. I honestly don't know which way it could go. I'm leaning towards it's going to be cool as shit. But
just cut him off because he's full of shit.
Okay, well,
there is nothing worse than when you have high hopes for a series.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You're like,
anymore.
I just wasted all this time watching that.
Like Romulus for me.
Oh, I love Romulus. I thought it was great.
I haven't been to any really bad movies in a while. I mean, I didn't go to that one, but did you see Superman?
I didn't.
No, I'm waiting for it to come on streaming. I don't like to go to movie theaters.
It's the end of the month. I think a couple weeks. It's supposed to be on streaming. It is so good. I absolutely love it.
And I heard so much my expectations for Superman are less than zero because that's another that's not a franchise, but that's another character
really good
that they have just fucked up.
And
so
I am a Christopher Reeve Superman fan. Like he is my Superman.
He will always be the Superman.
Yeah. And they did a great job. I loved it.
He was awful.
You man. Fuck you.
You're allowed to hate it.
Look, I'm going to do my Christopher Reeve's imitation of Superman. Lois, I've got to go. I mean, he was wooden before people called, what's his name from John Wick wooden? Keanu Reeves.
Don't even go there with Keanu, man. He is one of the best.
Keanu was a full actor way back in the day, but he's turned his life around, became an amazing.
No, I don't think he was ever a horrible actor. I think he is not. I think if he has a bad director,
A Walk in the Clouds, you need to go watch A Walk in the Clouds and then come back to this guy.
You don't just become a good actor after being a horrible actor.
When you're that hot, you're expected to be a good actor right out the
gate. But the director,
Keanu Reeves, is super hot. He is a hot-looking dude, and he should be an excellent actor as soon as he.
This new Superman actor, David, he went to Juilliard.
Yes,
and so did Christopher Reeve went to Juilliard as well.
He did. Well, no, I've heard a lot of good things about the new Superman.
I have
I really like it.
I'm looking forward to it. I am waiting for streaming.
Yes, I was supposed to go see the new Jurassic Park. I mean, I know it's
it's awful.
Jurassic World.
No desire at all.
I saw it. It's terrible. It's really
I really like. Is it worth seeing for Scarlett Johansson? Because I really like her.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I streamed it was for her because she's one of my favorites.
You know that now with Jurassic Park under her belt, that franchise too. You know that she is now the most grossing actor in Hollywood.
Really? Good for her. That's awesome. Yeah. I love her.
With all the Marvel stuff and with Jurassic Park and everything else.
Oh, she was so good as Black Widow. So amazing. But yeah, the movie itself is a rehash of the second one. It's just a rehash of Jurassic World 2.
That's another story that just needs to fucking die.
Or,
But I am so, you know what the most exciting thing for me about Alien Earth is that they're finally fucking back on Earth. Alien 3 was supposed to be that story. Originally, Sigourney Weaver was supposed to finally be dead. And Hicks and Newt were supposed to make it back to Earth, and they brought it back with them. Ridley Scott wrote that script, and the studios panned it, and it never got made. So Alien Earth, I cannot wait to see what they do with it on Earth. But seriously, after 5, 6, 7 episodes, whatever, I'm very curious to see for myself if what I think may happen happens and what you guys think, because there's and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it, but there's something about the story that I think could become stupid.
I do need to turn my Hulu back on because I want to watch the new season of The Bear.
Well, you might as well wait because Hulu and Disney are combining on the app. So all of Hulu's moving to Disney anyways. So
I see. I did the level
apps.
where you get them both anyway, but yeah.
Well, the Hulu app is going away, so the whole Hulu library will be permanently on Disney now, as opposed to going back and forth. Yeah. And they're mostly doing it because it's a licensing problem. It's very hard to manage your license portfolio when you have two separate apps running.
Yeah.
So
I just thought of something. I know we're over, but remember I said last Thursday, I was telling you how at Gen Con I watched that show of the Dungeon Dudes with Deborah Ann Woll.
Yes.
And that there was a trailer at the end of it, and I was bummed I didn't record it. So I'm on the Dungeon Dudes Patreon. So and they just put it up like today.
Oh, good.
But they said it's going to be out on Friday, the trailer.
For this show. Tomorrow. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, that is tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The Patreon might have been yesterday. So yeah, with Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
The Dungeon Dudes are getting to play D&D with Deborah Ann Woll and Will Wheaton. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
It's like that episode of Big Bang when they played with William Shatner and Will Wheaton and Kevin Smith and Joe Manganiello and fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
One of the best
I remember
episodes.
that.
Yeah,
I remember that episode. That was a good episode.
It was.
Well, we did it, everybody. We burnt that hour.
We did. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah,
I'm glad you are back.
Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there was hardly any conflict for when me and Kristen got on. So yeah, now we have conflict and chaos.
Pretty boring. Yeah. Well,
no, not boring. It was actually surprisingly. It was efficient. It was streamlined. It was prophetic. It was organized. It was great. And then you come back as pure fucking chaos.
I did. I did. Wait, Kristen, did you say you couldn't get a word in edgewise, or you couldn't tonight because I'm back?
When the two of you are on together, I find it hard to get a word in edgewise.
I know, we got to be better about that. Or you just got to be more like we are and not obnoxious.
Just tell us to shut the fuck up.
Because I was watching some of the clips that were on that posted to my feed, my Instagram feed after the show, and I'm like, wow, they're actually talking about real shit.
Oh my goodness. All right, Brian, where can we find you?
I'm back, baby.
Where can we find you, Brian?
You can find me at RPG and Co on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. Always love to chat about game shit. Also check out playrpgandco.com, which is my website. There's a whole bunch of merchandise on there. Most of it mine, some of it Jason's. Actually, a lot of content on there downloadable. There's some cities and town resources, all kinds of stuff like that. So check it out. And then I just want to say real quick, I'm going to get out. I'm going to be better about getting out like schedules of the show. So it's not so willy-nilly like, oh, no show this week, an hour before, that type of thing. So we'll do our best.
Why are there more no shows coming?
No, there shouldn't be, at least not on my part. I'm done traveling for the season.
Okay. We're good till the rest of the year, like for the whole rest of 2025 for every Thursday.
No, but I've fallen out of the habit of posting like, "Hey, don't forget this show," and it's lazy, and it's also because I've been busy as shit. But additionally, and actually, Jason, remind me tomorrow. I may need to hit you up. I got to develop some kind of process for my work because when you work at home for yourself, you're kind of always working. And you get to the point where
that's the great trick is that I don't work at home. I have a studio. So it feels like I get to roll into an office or I roll into a place that I can do my work.
Not that I want to go back to an office, but that aspect of I'm done with work, it helps. Anyway, moral of the story is I will be better about a show's schedules.
You can find me over at ttrpgacademy.life or TTRPG Academy LinkedIn has all my stuff. I am a horrible social media person. I don't think I've posted anything in social media in months other than the work I do on Reels for YouTube, because the only reason I do that is that StreamYard automates the whole fucking thing.
Automation is key.
Robots. See?
Really is.
Yeah, robots, baby.
Yep.
Where can we find you, Kristen?
You can find me on TikTok and YouTube at Kristen's Epic Adventures.
Nice. Hey, Brian, TPK.
Tell a story, Jason.
Play a game and
be nice. Be kind. Be nice.
I love it.
Be nice.
Perfect. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Thanks for joining.